welcome. Welcome to the No Name Yet podcast. That is the podcast with no name. And on tonight's show.
A nuclear bomb.
Yeah. Looks like a hydrogen bomb.
And welcome to the Guy Fawkes Special 2022. How do you like the intro?
It was very loud.
Uh-huh.
Very exciting, I guess you could say.
Okay.
I'm not a punk fan, and I guess I like explosions, so that's good. They had that.
You have never seen an explosion like a nuclear explosion.
Was any of those nukes?
They were all
Oh, yeah.
nukes.
Yeah, so
That was a mushroom cloud. In fact, it looked like a hydrogen bomb.
yeah, you were
Yeah.
saying that, yeah. So it had
Which is
had
very-
explosions. Maybe you could have done some fireworks. I didn't see any of that. Could have added that.
Perhaps. Well, the presentation which I just presented was to give people a taste of what I experienced in the 80s under the threat of nuclear war with the Soviet Union. And the pictures that I put together with different colors and marking up the politicians was indicative of punk art from the 80s. It was irreverent, if not downright disrespectful. And because
disrespectful.
yeah, because these people that pass themselves off as the best and the brightest, in my opinion, are driving us right to nuclear annihilation. And so, since we have a diverse audience by age, I wanted to share with you some of the imagery, some of the sneer of the punk movement, because people were scared out of their minds that the Soviet Union and the US were going to annihilate each other, and that when people talk about it in the news now, that we really need to be taking this seriously.
Right. I'm gonna hide under my desk. I'm gonna hide under my desk like you did when you were 6 years old.
Make sure you put your coat
Put my
over
coat
your
on my head
head.
because that's gonna do a lot. It's gonna really protect you from the nuclear heat. And
Mhm.
yeah, that's it. I'll be taking it very seriously. Very, very
Well,
seriously.
I'm here to tell you, Rich is right. This is a diverse group.
Oh yeah. Look at this.
I
look at
am
this panel.
just young and just enough younger than Rich that I don't have a memory of hiding under a desk at school. Maybe it's a difference in the part of the country I'm from, but I think Rich, it kind of sounds like you were at the tail end of that.
Yeah, we still did air raid drills in school. So
Mm.
Yeah,
there
yeah,
was
I
a
didn't
big
have those.
horn outside
Yeah.
of the first grade classroom at Mohawk School.
So when you hear that horn outside of the church, do you have trauma? Do you run under the desk? I've never seen you do it, but when you're alone, do
No,
you
it's a
run under your
different. It
desk?
is a different horn. I mean, it's
Okay.
completely different.
Did you get a haircut?
No,
Oh, your hair looks good. Got the messy looks, not too done. It
no.
looks good like that.
Yeah, Griddy, you need to brush your teeth.
Me? Oh yeah, look at these.
So that was my minute and 40 seconds of defiance for the Guy Fawkes special.
That was your minute and
Full
40 seconds.
disclosure, in the spirit of diversity, during the 1980s, we too were scared of nuclear war in West Michigan, where I was growing up. But my father was an aerospace engineer, and the Reagan years were really good for us.
The
For
only
better or for
shame
worse.
the only shame was is if someone did drop a nuclear bomb in Michigan, that the federal authorities would have to spend quite a long time deciphering whether one had been dropped or not.
Okay. I'm not sure where you're going with that, but
And the
okay.
landscape is not that beautiful.
Hey,
Not a place.
yes, Michigan,
Not a place you want a
the
postcard
feelings
from.
forever.
I think the postcard business ain't too
Do you
hot.
know the state of Michigan has the most coastline of any state in the union except for Alaska?
Do you know that, Rich? 'Cause
I did not
didn't.
know that.
But now you know. I learned two things today.
More coastline than any state in the contiguous U.S., neither the east or the west coasts.
Boom. So now, say something to
So my question is, was that
think.
before or after Nestle was allowed to pump out millions
No,
upon
we're
millions
not
of
letting them. No,
gallons of
no.
water out of Lake Michigan for free?
No, they're not going to do it. Not going to happen. No, Whitmer, no. That we will. You are not taking our water.
They're
That is
already
ours.
doing
that.
it.
I was gonna say, I think it's been done.
They're already doing it.
You can go buy it.
No, it's lie.
You
Fake
can
news.
go buy it at the store.
Fake news.
Oh, look at it. He's saying fake news. What are you drinking tonight, Derek?
Well, this is Dewar's
Are you a doer?
blended Scotch whiskey.
Okay.
Would you describe yourself as a doer, Derek?
Yes, I am a doer. I am a
He
doer.
is a
man.
doer.
Doers, man. Yeah,
He is.
I'm a doer.
He outworks
I'm a
me
drinker.
at the hospital.
Doer? I barely know her, huh? What do you think of that?
I don't know about that. Let's back up a minute. Rich, you see a lot of people.
Yeah. You get out of the office a lot sooner than I do.
Well,
For those that don't know, that both Derek and I are chaplains in a hospital setting.
Rich, we should talk about the Cold War era policy of MAD. The MAD policy.
The MAD policy?
Mutually assured. Yeah, do you remember what the MAD policy was?
Oh,
And
mutually
they-
assured destruction. Yeah, we
MAD
could.
for short.
Yeah, people
It
aren't
was a
aware
real
of
policy, MAD.
that. It's well,
I think that's
basically it's still in effect.
yeah.
If one country,
I screw you, you screw me.
yeah, if one country in the world sends a nuclear bomb and blows up a city in another country, everybody else's nukes fly.
That's how it should be. Probably.
In other words, if I'm going down, you're going down with
That's
me.
right. Retaliation. Let's do it.
We're all gonna.
So how about we just
We're
don't
gonna
send any
die
out? How about that?
Well,
Not send any.
Well, I encourage you to, if you don't know who your congressmen or congresswomen are, or your senators, to find out who they are and to send them a note through their website, through a really great bot on Telegram called ResistBot. ResistBot will tell you who your representatives are. You can tweet them, you can mail them a letter, you can call them and tell them that if you don't like war, tell them you don't like war. If you want them to negotiate peace in Ukraine, call them up and say, I'd rather you negotiate peace. And really, actually, our request needs to be, can the United States start talking with Russia, because we are not talking to Russia. And that is a very bad situation.
I'm sure they will take all of our concerns under heavy consideration, and they'll get right to responses and action. I'm sure it's going to do a lot.
Well, Griddy, no, they're not going to, but if enough people, yeah.
I'm shocked.
Putin is just as megalomaniacal as every other Russian leader of the past 500 years.
I thought I could trust these people.
Yeah, but he seems pretty smart. This war has a history. Along the way, Putin did ask to join NATO.
Denied.
Did ask the Ukraine, NATO, to honor the Minsk Accords, which was a peace deal that Ukraine would stop bombing the Donbass. And NATO and Ukraine did not honor the treaty. So, I mean, there are reasons. It's not just a bad man invading another country. And when Ukraine demands the Donbass back, my question is, why do you want it? So you can continue to bomb the Russian-speaking people? I mean, that's what they were doing when Russia came in.
The views expressed in this show do not necessarily reflect those of every panel member.
Thank you, Derek. I don't even know what he said. I was in La La Land just now.
All right. Well, I don't want to lose all the listeners.
I didn't even know what just happened. I went to the pumpkin patch real quick.
Yeah.
Well, I respect Rich's opinion and perspective. I don't disagree 100%, but I don't agree 100% either.
Right.
Well, I think the one thing that we can agree on is that a peaceful solution would be better than a military solution. Can we all
agreed
raise our hand on that?
Peace.
I can raise my doers to that.
All right.
So.
All right. Because some of the best peace treaties have been made with madmen.
For an alternative perspective, from the standpoint of the perspective of many Europeans, especially Eastern Europeans, anytime armed conflict erupts in Eastern Europe, with a strongman or a politically powerful leader from the East, there's usually the specter of the failed attempt to appease Adolf Hitler. Neville Chamberlain led the appeasement effort and gave Hitler the Sudetenland.
Emma Chamberlain. You said Emma Chamberlain?
Neville Chamberlain was the prime minister of England before Winston Churchill.
I thought you just made coffee.
No.
Yeah, Emma
again,
Chamberlain,
in the spirit of
Emma Chamberlain is
the spirit of a
immortal,
thoughtful exchange of
and she has not died.
What? What are you guys talking about?
You said Emma Chamberlain.
Neville Chamberlain.
Oh, I'm like, she was around. That's cool.
I don't know who. Totally derailed.
Emma Chamberlain has a coffee brand.
Oh, Neville Chamberlain coffee?
No,
Emma Chamberlain.
Emma, EMMA.
Emma Chamber. Oh, no, not Emma. Neville. N is in Nancy, like Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, perfect
Neville
reference.
Chamberlain. Neville Chamberlain advocated for a policy of appeasement when Adolf Hitler wanted more real estate in Europe so that the Germans could have breathing room
More breathing.
or living space, Lebensraum. And they gave Hitler the Sudetenland, and Hitler promised that he wouldn't, push it any further. Well, of course he did. He and Stalin actually signed they signed an agreement. And then once they did, Hitler invaded Poland. And Hitler invaded from the west, Stalin invaded from the east. And that's how you get World War II. So.
And the rest was history.
It was a pretty awful history. But all of that is to say that it's a complicated thing, and some of what Rich is saying is well put. But Europeans are very scared by the specter of an aggressive Eastern power. So
I just want to go on record and say Emma Chamberlain makes a great cup of coffee. That's all I want to say.
And she does make good candy too.
And a good candy bar. That's right.
Yes.
They don't even sell them right now. I don't think they sell them right now.
Well, she's not selling. She ran out.
I haven't seen them. I have to look for them specifically.
Did
but I haven't
Neville
seen them on the
Chamberlain
website.
ever sell coffee or candy?
No, probably just kidney pie and
Thank God
blood
Emma don't
pudding.
sell that.
Kidney pie.
I don't know what that is.
Peace in our time.
Whose kidneys did they use?
I don't know, but that was the slogan. Neville Chamberlain came out of his meeting with Adolf Hitler and said, "I have the signed agreement of Chancellor Hitler, peace in our time."
Mm.
And it wasn't, less than 2 years later that peace was ripped up, and World War II
Famous
was
last
underfoot.
words, huh?
I have an update to share. I can no longer celebrate Guy Fawkes Day.
Wow.
This will be my last year because I learned something about Guy Fawkes that as a Dutchman,
Is he connected to Jeffrey Epstein?
I cannot give sanction to
Did
Guy
he go to-
Fawkes. So, the original reason that I was into Guy Fawkes, Guy Fawkes Day or Guy Fawkes Night, goes back to when I was in Scotland in the fall of 2000, 22 years ago. And I was there on Guy Fawkes Day, before then and after then. And the Scots really get into it. They go out and they rebel rouse, and guys march around the street, and sometimes they drink too much, going from one pub to another. And they remember the 5th of November, Gunpowder Treason and shot. I see no reason why Gunpowder Treason should ever be forgot. And that was, the rallying cry for Guy Fawkes wanting to, blow up Parliament to protest the oppression of Catholics. So Guy Fawkes was a devout Catholic. And this is what I learned. He fought on the side of the Spanish for 80 years against the Dutch Protestants. Can no longer countenance association with Guy Fawkes because I just can't do it.
What did he do again? Did he blew up a hospital or something? That's why he's famous?
He blew up. He wanted to blow up Parliament, but he was unsuccessful. Now he is many generations later. Someone who played a likeness of him in V for Vendetta did successfully blow up.
Wait, so you have a day
Parliament.
for a guy that wasn't successful?
Yeah, the
Well, yeah,
Guy
the
Fawkes
original Guy
Day is
Fawkes
to
was an
remember
ostrich.
it, so it didn't happen ever again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But so Derek, so we'll explain to the audience into Griddy that that uh, Derek is a Dutch Protestant,
Oh, okay.
and so I as he's talking and talking about this Catholic that fought against the Dutch Protestants, that I hear what he's saying, but really the sentiment that came to mind, and I do say this, Derek, with sincerity and with as much empathy as I can offer. Suck it up.
Well,
So
I
you're
will bid
saying you
you
will
all a
continue to
good evening.
celebrate Guy Fawkes Day?
Yes, I will
Okay.
continue to celebrate Guy Fawkes Day. And what would the No Name Yet podcast Guy Fawkes Day be without Derek DeJager?
It won't be the same. We can't have it. If you're gone, I'm out. If you're not here, I'm not here. I'll tell you that
Well, we
right
just
now.
don't have to look at that mask anymore.
It'll be a different one next year. I'll get a nicer one.
Okay.
You got to do it because I forget every year. I'll never remember if you don't remember. If you don't remind me, I forget.
Well, I tell you, well, why don't we reach a compromise in the spirit of bipartisanship, which is sorely lacking in this age of discontent? I will agree to come on so long as you agree that this show is totally depraved.
Sounds good to me.
That's okay. That's fine with me.
We could do that.
All right. Cheers.
We can make that
Let's all
happen.
have a drink. Let's go.
Okay. So, in a nod to the spirit of John Calvin, who
What do you have? Seltzer water
reminded us
there?
that
Of course I do.
Come on. It's Guy Fawkes Day.
Yeah, I know. I
Get
can't
a,
drink.
get a real soda.
I
Something.
can't drink liquor like
No, I said get a
Derek.
soda.
so Griddy.
Yeah.
So Griddy, how do you spell Guy Fawkes?
Guyfoxx.
Oh,
What is it? XXX?
Mr. Moran, how do you spell Guy Fawkes?
GUYFAWKES.
Ding, ding, ding.
Fawkes?
Cheers
That don't
to
sound
the
like
host.
Fox to me.
It's
Fawkes.
Fox.
It's actually it's
Oh,
Guy
I thought it was
Fawkes.
Fox.
Guy Fawkes Day.
Oh.
Well, in all fairness, I originally thought it was Guy Fawkes night too
Got
many
it.
years ago, until
So did I.
until the gal I was staying with in Scotland told me
Just
no,
when I thought I
Fawkes.
couldn't
It's
learn any more
FAWK.
about Guy Fawkes, I just did. Wow.
It's still fun because it reminds me of the month and a half I spent in Scotland, and someday I hope to
Let's
return
go.
to
Let's
Scotland.
do a work trip.
So
Let's do a
it's beautiful
podcast in
country.
Yeah,
Scotland
let's do a podcast in Scotland.
on Guy Fawkes Day.
You could go
The
on
only
tour
way to make next year's episode bigger is to do Guy Fawkes Day in Scotland.
from
That's it.
Glasgow.
Oh
Do it
yeah,
from
yeah.
Glasgow because he has more support in the city of Glasgow
Yeah,
than
we'll
he does
go
in
out,
Edinburgh.
interview people, drink some scotch. It'll be great.
And and last year, I know I looked up an article, and which I could not locate again. And a lot of protesters adopt this mask, the Guy Fawkes mask, uh, in protest, to create an air of defiance. And
Yes.
that's what attracts me to the whole concept is the defiance.
I'm only here for
Fine.
Derek, so
Questioning corrupt authorities.
Yes.
I'm only here for Derek.
Okay.
Oh, shucks.
So last year during the Guy Fawkes episode, I introduced a co-host for the show.
Oh no,
And
not
I-
tonight.
And I would like to play that, and we are going to bring Mark back onto the show.
I thought you were doing well mentally.
No,
Obviously not. Derek,
Who
get
is
ready.
Mark?
Derek, get ready for this because you missed out last time.
Did I leave the show before this?
You were. I think you came in
auspicious
later.
guest?
you came in later.
You should have been glad. Now you dodged them. Now forget it. We're both gonna see it. Oh my god! You thought I was scary? Wait till you see this.
Oh, okay.
And
Right.
so
Oh man, this guy lost it already. You lost it.
how are you doing?
I can't be a part of this. This was sad.
Rich. Not enough doers in the world to get through this.
I can't, because if you clip this, I don't want to be next to this. I don't want to be next to it today either. I do not want to be
Still stand by that.
associated with this puppet show. This guy has officially lost his mind. He got a bag from the pharmacy and put it. What is that, Mr. Sacco?
It's Mark.
You look like Mr. Sacco.
I want to be the new host of the show.
I'm really questioning what you did before this episode. Like, if there was any
questioning reality
involved with. Feel like somebody slipped something in your scotch, right? Like
Is
you're
this okay? Are we
hallucinating.
back in real time now?
Yes.
We're back in real time.
And
And
somebody dosed you.
well, the thing about it is that Mark disappeared and we thought he was dead.
No. We hoped he was dead.
But Mark has returned.
Oh, thank God.
Happy Halloween.
And I just would like to get everybody prepared.
We're as prepared as we could be.
That Mark, while he was gone, he had a little work done on his face.
What did he go to Beverly Hills? He go to DR? Oh, he looks like Nancy Pelosi.
That's what I was going for.
Oh my God.
It's so good to see you, Griddy.
That you need some more work done. This is insane.
Derek, nice to meet you.
Let's
You
hear
need
it
to
for
get your money
pre-existing
back.
Conditions.
You need to get your money back. Fire that surgeon. This is insane. Malpractice. This is scary. And now, what's scarier, me or that right there, Derek?
I don't know.
I think this whole situation is scarier than me. The fact that he's doing this, the fact that he made that, the fact that he's airing this is way scarier than this mask. No?
So I'd just like to point out that here we are, in the late stage of Western capitalism, probably on the eve of nuclear annihilation. And what are the three of us doing? We're making dumb jokes about a paper bag.
He's doing that. We're observing.
We are. No. We are slouching towards Gomorrah.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds bad. You didn't work on the voice yet, huh? Still the same horrible,
the same voice.
the worst voice you could possibly do.
Well, it was good to see you, and I'm not as angry as I was last year.
No, you look like you can't make an expression at all. I'm sure you made yourself that way.
No,
That's the Botox.
I do look like my hero, Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, what a hero. Write an essay about it. We'll see you later.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye forever. Bye forever.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nancy.
Now, are you going to look at him the same way when you go back to work after seeing what he's capable of?
Well, it's strange because I can't really tell how Rich feels about any of this with that mask on.
He
I
feels
can't read his facial expression.
he feels great.
I feel wonderful.
Oh,
He feels he's in his element right now. Making freaking bag puppets.
Well, let's back up to slouching toward Gomorrah.
Whatever that means.
Well, Griddy, from the Bible, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes.
And so, they're very immoral places. And so just imagine, two very immoral cities and somebody slouching to walk to
Is it
Sodom
like the
and
place in
Gomorrah.
Pinocchio where they
What's
go?
well,
and they-
imagine it's basically someone who is slouching towards Gomorrah has given up all effort at resisting
Temptation?
being taken over by the forces of moral depravity.
Huh. I think I'm close. Is it like the place where you go, like in Pinocchio, where they smoke cigars and they turn into donkeys?
No, 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 no. Sodom and Gomorrah. There are all sorts of connotations with Sodom, but Sodom and Gomorrah were the epicenter of cynical, decadent, nihilistic, pleasure-seeking people that just, eat, drink, and be merry for
Tomorrow we may die?
tomorrow we will die
Yeah,
attitude.
we're slouching there. I'm ready. I'm leaning in. It sounds like a great place to go. It sounds way funner than where I'm at right now.
Well, the thing about it is,
Yeah.
Griddy, is that
Oh, just you wait. We're close.
we're
Well,
but it's important to point out,
yeah.
Derek, that
Yeah, 'cause he's
Griddy would never slouch toward Gomorrah. He would stand tall toward Gomorrah.
Would I? What does that mean? Is that a reference to my perfect posture?
No, you're saying that it sounds like a great place to go.
Yeah.
The,
I would
just
dive
slide
in head.
on in.
Saying I would dive head first.
yeah, you dive
Pause.
head first to Gomorrah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're not
Dive
gonna keep.
into Gomorrah.
Sounds like a fun place to go.
So why would you have to pause dive in head first?
No, he said something. No, he said something.
Oh.
And nobody acknowledged my joke when he said doer and I said doer. I barely know it. Everybody didn't even mention it. I just want to point that
No,
out.
I'm a doer, and
Wouldn't be Guy Fawkes there if we had to edit out a bunch of crap from the episode.
So I ran into wait a second before we get going again. Griddy, did you watch that thing about Twitter?
The one I sent you?
Yeah.
I watched some of it.
Did
You're
you
gonna
have
pay
the
for
gist
blue
of
checks?
it? Do you have the gist of it?
I don't really. I didn't watch either one of them fully.
All right. All right.
I know they're gonna make people pay for Twitter now
$8.
for like a yeah. I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, I don't either.
Stephen King's over there freaking out, acting like he should probably focus on writing a more posiliquent book.
what kind of book?
More condensed book. He needs to work on being more posiliquent, meaning like he needs to start trimming down the words he uses and stop speaking with so many freaking words. Because every time I read this guy's book, I'm on page 800 and it's still the guy's walking outside of his house and the book is just beginning. And I'm like, can we get to the damn? When is the scary stuff gonna happen? I mean, the beginning of The Shining is they're describing the office for 2 minutes. I mean, let's get to it. So maybe you should stay off Twitter and focus on his craft a little more. Because when they make a movie out of his stories, they're great. The books, garbage,
Have you
boring.
So Elon Musk now owns Twitter. He's gonna charge $8. Stephen King is upset.
He's charging $8.
Yeah.
$8 a month for a blue check.
Yeah, for the blue check. You can still go on.
Oh,
Like
It's
if
like
you wanted to
Chatterbait.
be
You can
blue
go on
check
for free.
Derek the Jagger, you'd have to pay $8.
so what is
It's like
blue check?
Chatterbait.
It's like
What is
it's verified that like a celebrity.
You're real. You're really Derek. That's what
Yeah.
it would mean. Like this is definitely Derek.
It's not like a knockoff account.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think it comes with some other extra perks too. Like one or two other ones, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't finish the video. Okay. Yeah, I didn't finish the video, but I mean, people are freaking out about Elon Musk buying Twitter. I don't understand it. I don't have anything wrong. I don't have anything bad to say about the guy. I don't have anything amazing to say about the guy either. He just seems like a cool guy every time I see him. And I did what I can gather is it's just a bunch of people who want other people to be censored. And now that they're mad because Elon Musk is probably not going to be doing that, and he's going to let pretty much whatever fly. And if you don't like it, get off the app. This is not the public park. This is not the public playground. This is not a public library. How about you go and yell at the sky? That way, because nobody really cares what you got to say anyway.
That was very well said, Griddy.
Thank you.
I
Happy
think
Halloween.
Elon Musk is a egomaniac who should just stick to building rockets and
But
cars.
that's what we need. That's America. We need egomaniacs. That's what this is about. That's how you become successful. Everybody doesn't like egomaniacs, but they give you what you need. They give you McDonald's. They give you that scotch. They give you everything you need. If you're not an egomaniac, you ain't going to make it. So all the egomaniacs out there, keep doing what you're doing because that is America.
Yes, Rich, edit this heavily.
No, not this. Not this. Not this.
Oh, that's staying in.
Every president, egomaniac. If you ain't making it.
I know, but that egomaniacal attitude is going to get this country in
Franchise.
trouble at some point. It already is.
Yeah.
That's what America's about. Franchise, bigger, better, bolder, badder. Who thinks of that stuff? Egomaniacs. That's what you need.
Well, I mean, to a certain extent, that yes, that the success does come from a certain mindset like that. Like sociopaths make the best stock traders.
Is
Yep.
that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I never
'Cause
heard
they
that.
don't let their emotions get in the way of financial decisions.
Wow, I never heard that. Interesting. I learned 3 new things today. How wonderful.
Yeah.
So why don't we transition to this article that I ran into shortly before the show?
Are we not talking about Twitter anymore?
What more do we have to say about
So
Twitter?
you're just gonna agree? Like I'm not saying this in jest. You're just gonna agree with me. You don't have anything you want to add?
Me?
I said it all. Yeah, you're the host of the show.
Well, excellent. Okay.
I'm just saying, if I said it all, then move on. But I thought you had other things you wanted to say about it.
No, I just kind of wanted to get it out there and hear what your opinion was. Derek,
Oh, okay.
you kind of chimed in a little bit.
I thought you had other stuff to say. That's why I asked.
Well, I mean, what worse can happen to Twitter? I don't think I don't think it's doom and gloom for Twitter. I think that Twitter is going to become a better app. But I mean, what Twitter hopefully is moving away from is government, Saudi, and some pretty messed up thinkers in corporate America are now not catering content on Twitter, hopefully. And that maybe people can share an opinion and not get taken off because the establishment doesn't like it.
Bam.
You
Said
know,
it all.
the title, misinformation, conspiracy theorists. I mean, it's just so it's now so over the top that I mean anybody that has any familiarity with the book 1984 or other draconian stories like that, who cannot see that we are there, really can't put 2 and 2 together. I mean, we're there. They're wiping out people's livelihoods because they made a couple assertions about COVID 4 months before the CDC adopted that point of view. It's and I know that social media and media can be a powerful thing. One, I don't need Twitter, I don't need YouTube or the government to cater the content I take in because I'm a critically thinking human being.
Hey, let me decide for myself.
And really, they're afraid that people are sheep. Well, I mean, the people that stand by the establishment narrative tooth and nail are pretty sheepish.
There you go.
Yeah.
They want. You're an anti-establishmentarian.
Well, he's a punk rock guy. Yeah. You didn't do the intro?
Oh, yeah. I mean, isn't that what our country was? Isn't what our country was based on?
Our country was founded by a group of crooks.
See what I mean?
Well, I was thinking about it in preparation for the show. Our country was founded by some entitled woke liberals of the 1700s.
No,
Well, we got a debate.
our country was founded by a lot of rebellious, profiteering slave owners.
Wow.
All right, I can get on board with that.
There
Well,
was
you know,
nothing
and
woke.
I'm not saying woke as in 21st century standards.
Woke for
I
the
would say
time.
that's what the woke crowd would be in the 1700s.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was a mixed beginning. There are still good things about this country.
Oh, of course there are.
Yeah, we
I'm
got
not-
free
I'm
fries
not-
with vaccination shots. That was awesome. Tremendous.
Yeah, go. Keep going on that, like you did the other day.
Oh, how I was saying like how I love America for many things. I love my freedoms, but nothing was better than how they treated us like children when it was time to get when it's time for the people to get the vaccine. I mean, they could have done many other things that dictators would have done. They could have just made us do it. They could have totally brought us out back and shot us if we didn't get it. Done a myriad of things. But what do they instead do? Oh, you want to get you don't want to get your COVID shot? Well, how about a small fry? You like food, right? You're fat. You like fries? Here's a little fry. Oh, you don't like that? Okay, no, don't worry about that. Do you want a gift card to Target? Yeah, you like that, right? You love Target, right? You're a consumer, right? But you don't like that? Okay. How about a toy? You like toys, right? Yeah, you like. How about a toy? And it's like I would just go do this on my own. I don't need to get a vaccination to do these things, but it was just like they totally treat us like children, treat us like babies, but that's America and that's why I love it. Just it's amazing. It's an amazing place to be.
Now
It
what
could have
he's
been worse.
referring to, Derek, is actual promotion
Yeah, this is real.
broadcast on television in New York City, and Mayor De Blasio was eating the fries from Shake Shack and commenting how delicious they were.
When I think of
Mm.
fries and
Mm.
burgers, I think of vaccinations. Nobody else
Mm.
does. What are you talking about? Like this is elementary, not even this is like preschool brainwashing. Like who's
This
who's
is what
running out? Who is the person that said, I could go for some fries. How about I go get
vaccinated.
why don't I just go down and get them myself? I'd probably rather go down and beg them for it. Just beg somebody outside the store, like, hey, I'm really hungry right now. I have no money. Can you just get me some fries, please? I'm not gonna go down and get vaccinated for that. Are you serious? Like, who did that work on? And I think that you did, from what I remember, you had to pay for an item before you got those. So like
yeah,
you had
that's
to
you. Yes, you.
so you didn't even get them for free. Like you couldn't just go there and say, "Here's my vaccination. Oh, here's some fries." Like, here's my vaccination, and here's $20 for whatever's on your menu, and then you get your extra fries. How
Boy.
elementary is that? The
Boy, what a
brainwashing.
scam.
Yeah, you like fry. You're fat,
Well,
right? You're lazy.
Well,
You-
that's what the political elite think of the people.
You're a pig.
This is what they think of
You'll do
the
anything
people.
for something free.
Yeah,
Why don't you go get a vaccination?
yeah. I'm gonna. You couldn't convince me otherwise to take an experimental emergency vaccination, but a small fry after I buy a burger at Shake Shack is going to convince me to go.
And you eating it, making these horrible sounds on live television is totally going to convince me to do that. But like I said, I'd rather that any day than, what could have happened. Could have just been rounded up and thrown in a van, and there you go. You get stabbed whether you like it or not.
Gentlemen, it is 9:30 p.m. How long are you going tonight, Rich?
Well, I'm glad you pointed out the time. We should probably get wrapping it up. Let's just do the article.
What do you got to watch? ER or something?
Huh?
What do you got to watch? General Hospital? What do you got to watch again?
What are you talking
Show was
about?
it? he has to watch a show. What show is it? It's like ER or General Hospital, or NYPD Blue. Which is it again?
Who? Which show?
I know I wasn't hallucinating that he said he had a show to watch at 9:30.
Oh,
Derek.
No, I was kidding. I
Oh,
don't have.
yeah, I
oh,
remember.
I
You said
didn't.
he
I
has to
didn't
watch-
even catch that.
You were the one that you said, "Oh, it's a show from like 1980."
Oh,
said
that was
that.
a joke.
I'm thinking he really got a show to watch.
No.
No, that
No.
joke is very generational, apparently.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
really.
well, Lawrence Welk he is a relic from a bygone era. Very
Well, let's
bygone, by far bygone.
Should have
let's-
picked a more relevant show.
let's
MASH at least.
let's educate Griddy and
Oh
the
no.
the millennial generation.
Oh man. You got me good. I'm like, you gotta watch this show. What show is
What?
this?
What are you're Googling it? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Lawrence and his musical family bring you a bit of nostalgia.
Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. We'd live the life we choose.
Can you bring Mark back?
For we were young and sure to have our way. La 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 la.
La, 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 la.
Those were the days. Oh yes, those were the days.
That's some haircut and glasses.
La 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 la.
That's
Wow,
works
that may be the highlight of the episode.
Great
That
show.
might be.
That might end up on the cutting room floor if I were you.
We can't appreciate that for 30 seconds.
People with attention
Good,
spans.
good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun.
I don't know much about that.
Well, gentlemen, the evening is the shadows grow long, and I need to bid you a good evening. So, Merch, you said you had an article. What is the article?
The article is drag queen Patty Gagne wanted a scary Halloween costume. She went as climate change.
LOL. Call Greta Thunberg. She'd be
I'm
So,
terrible.
not sure what
Derek,
to do.
if you would like to depart, and we'll lift you in prayer at the end of the episode.
I am amenable to that.
Okay.
Great seeing you, Derek.
You too, Griddy.
You sure about that? It was good seeing me. Maybe it was good
Well,
good hearing me again.
good connecting.
There
with
you go.
again.
There you go.
All right. Evening,
Good night.
gentlemen. Thanks,
See you later.
Yeah.
Happy Guy Fawkes Day.
Guy Fawkes.
Wow. There he goes. Best guest we've ever had on the show.
Yes.
Case closed.
And that is a good place for us to start wrapping up this episode. That as Derek mentioned at the beginning of the show, that the Guy Fawkes story and the Guy Fawkes mask was adopted for the graphic novel and the movie V for Vendetta. And what that movie is about a person that was imprisoned by a authoritarian government, a government that came in, overturned the democratic mechanisms of the government, turned the government into an authoritarian dictatorship. And this man was experimented on, and therefore he gained super strength, but in his effort to escape was burned all over his body, and so he becomes the character V. And so he's a complicated character. In his mind, he's fighting for justice. Some people view him as a vigilante, other people view him as a terrorist. But the point he makes is that he represents everyone that might get overlooked, might get abused by a government. And where Guy Fawkes failed in I believe it was the 1500s, V succeeded in the 20th or 21st century, whatever's depicted in the movie. And so to end the episode right before we pray, I just thought I would play a little bit of the Parliament building being blown up in the movie V for Vendetta.
Jesus bloody Christ.
Never seen that. Never seen that movie.
I recommend it highly. Derek actually bought me that movie.
Oh wow.
That's where the idea for the Guy Fawkes special last year came
That's right.
up. Yeah,
Shout out to Derek.
it's a
Yeah, I
very
gotta
good-
fit it into my schedule of watching Melrose Place. I got about 150 more episodes, so
Okay.
maybe 160.
Well, take a break from Melrose Place. It's not going anywhere.
I did yesterday. I watched Holly movies. I gotta start back up tonight. So
All right.
great show.
So let us pray. Father God, we thank you for the opportunity to put together this special. And that, Lord, as we recognize that blowing up Parliament and violence is not the answer to our problems, that, Lord, may healthy, Holy Ghost guided sense of defiance carry each and every one of us to speak out at the right time, to let our wants and desires known to those that we elect, and to stand up for ourselves, for justice, and to make sure that each and every one of us is treated the way a person should be treated by other people and in this society. Lord, I ask that you empower us to assert ourselves and Lord, dissuade us from being aggressive. May we assert ourselves. May we assert our critical thinking. May we assert our rights, and may we assert our will guided by the will of God. May we follow the will of God in all we do. And I pray a blessing on each and every person watching and listening. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Good night.
GN.